we're gonna work on a drill that's called Move the Right Way. This is for sparring. It's an awareness drill. To back up a little bit, if you are new to sparring, there's a self-preservation mode that everybody goes into when they start sparring. Everybody, doesn't matter who it is, and it doesn't matter what type of combat somebody goes into. When they first start, you get into a mode of self-preservation, and that typically is going backwards, which is not the safest way. It feels safe because you're running away from danger, but it's not safe, because if we are in a fighting position and I am attacking, or actually let's say Jeff Battenberg is attacking. If I go backwards and turn, that's the worst position for me to be in. But it's self-preservation. My body's trying to protect itself. So instead of doing that, we have lines that we work on, footwork. And a line, we're gonna just do the first 3 lines. That's line 1, directly behind me. So if a kick comes at me and I move backwards, I'm moving in a line 1, which is safer than turning and running, but it's very beginner move to go backwards because it just gives my partner momentum. If I move backwards off of that kick, my partner's gonna wanna kick again, and I can't continue to move backwards the whole time. So that's a line 1. When you start sparring and you move backwards, don't be upset at yourself. It's natural, it's better than turning. The next line is 2, and a 2, line 1 is directly behind. A 2 is if I go at a 45-degree angle either direction. So if a kick comes at me this side, I can go a 45-degree angle and I move away from the kick. So I'm not going straight backwards, I'm at an angle away. And actually, if we do that one more time, if you watch the distance of the kick and the distance that I move, I'm away from any kick that would be thrown unless it's like a stepping jump kick or a really long kick. But a basic kick, when I move here, there's no way that that kick is going to come in, is going to clear anywhere close to me. So it's a very safe move. If she kicks with the underfoot and I do same line coming out this way, I'm still a pretty far distance from with a line 2. For this drill, we want to work on lines 3, and I say lines, that's a 3, and that's a 3. If a kick comes here, I'm moving at this angle that allows me to be able to counter. If a kick comes at me this way, I'm moving at a perpendicular angle so I can respond with a kick. The movement itself, looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and turn around so that you can follow me like you were just watching the screen. Kick comes at me, a line 1, back leg lifts up, slide backwards. Again, that's not the best way to do it. But if you find yourself doing that in sparring, we call it 1 and. So if I do the 1, the kick comes at me and I did the 1 and I move. So now I start making a circle. Even though I kind of messed up at first by going straight backwards, it's still safer than staying there and taking a kick. So this is a 1, lift, pull back. On line 2, we're gonna go that way first. Back foot is gonna lift, and I'm gonna push off the front leg at an angle. That's your line 2 going to the right. I'll do that one more time. Kick's coming at me here, so I lift, slide off at an angle. Probably too far away to be able to counter, but I'm safely away. If a kick comes at me this way, then I want to take my left foot, my front foot, and I want to step back away from it and pull away. So the kick's coming here, still at line 2. Kick's coming at me like this, I lift and pull back. Line 3, the kick's coming to my kidney, so the kick's coming around here. My right foot jumps out and my left foot drags, so I pull it out. And then I come back. So one more time at line 3, kick's coming this way. I jump out with my right foot here and pull my left foot away. If the kick's coming here to the stomach, and take that front foot, pull it out, and let that back foot drag. So that's your line 3 here. Again, the kick's coming this way. I'm going to take that front foot, move out of the way. So the demonstrations were for you. Now you're facing me as a fighter. You're not repeating, you're not doing what I'm doing, you're responding to what I give you. So if I'm kicking at you and I kick towards your kidney, so that was coming to this side, right? So I'm kicking to the kidney, boom. If I'm here, slide out of the line 2. Line 3. So you want to slide away from the kick. If I kick this way, boom, you want to move that way. If I kick this way, you want to move that way. Kind of, you're thinking about moving with the kick. You don't want to move into the kick, so you're moving with the kick. It doesn't matter if it's a front or back leg. If I go here, boom, you should have moved that way. If I go here, boom, should have moved that way. Now after you move, I'm gonna be you again for a second. So I'm here, kick's coming at me here. So I move out, and then I immediately reposition. Get right back to where I was. I can be in either stance. Kick comes at me this way, so that would be this kick, right? Kick comes at me this way, jump out, slide. So I'm actively getting back to what we call king of the ring, being in the middle, but I jump out to the side and back. Here we go. So I'm gonna kick a few times, and boom. Should have moved that way, right? Good. Boom. And boom. All right, we're gonna go a little faster. Here we go. Hit! Hit! All these little motions here are to disguise that I was kicking. They're to disguise when I'm actually gonna kick. That's why we bounce, that's why we do all this weird stuff. Hit! Only move when somebody kicks. Hit! Hit! All right, now a little hint. Watch my shoulders. Front shoulder comes up, that means the front foot's kicking. Back shoulder comes forward, that means the back foot's kicking. Just only watch shoulders. Front. Front. Back. What's that one? Yep, front. Back. There's a little delay between the shoulders and the foot, so it gives you a little extra time. Hey! Okay, so that's the drill. Move the right way. You can get real creative with it. I'm only doing round kicks right now because they're easy to read. The shoulders lead or lift, so your front leg or back leg. But start giving yourself some accountability. If you go the wrong way, owe yourself some push-ups. Do like, okay, 2 push-ups every time I make a mistake. So that way you go through the whole drill, and every time you make a mistake, you're counting in your head, okay, that's 2, that's 4. That's it. Don't do them right in. At the end of it, hit your push-ups. It's a way to keep yourself accountable to really stay focused on the drill. Good luck with it. You can do this drill all the time. It's one of the best drills to get you quick, to get you to understand how to spar very quickly.